this is Rick Caselge from exercisesforinjuries.com. I wanted to go through one more knee replacement exercise for you. Something that you can easily do at home, or you can end up doing with your clients. What you'll end up needing is a foam roller, ideally a 3-foot foam roller, and what you'll need is a Pilates ball or a kid's toy. Now, to start off with, you might not be able to get into this position, kneeling down onto the floor. So you need to see if so there's a good chance that you're not able to do it. So what I end up recommending for my clients to do is they can end up doing the exercise on their bed, or they can end up finding a different way of getting down to the floor and going through the exercise. But you need to decide and see what you can do. And the reason why I'm kneeling down is just so you end up having a better view of the exercise that I'm gonna go through. Now, with the foam roller, ideally I'm looking for a 3-foot foam roller. So you can see with my foam roller, it's gotten lots of use. I end up using it to relieve tension in my muscles. I end up using it for my clients to go through a wide variety of exercises. And you can see my kids have used it by, chewing on it and playing games with it. So it's a really excellent tool that you can have at home, that's affordable, and that you can end up getting at any department store. Now, the second is a Pilates ball or a kid's ball. So I just need a small little ball. You can end up getting these in the kids part of the kids store in a department store, or you can end up getting these at like a fitness shop. So what I'm going to end up doing is I am going to move into a position and put the foam roller underneath my knees. So not technically just underneath, so not in behind, just up a little bit more, just above the knees, and that's where I'm going to go through the movement. The second part is I'm going to take the ball and I'm going to place it in between the knees. So now my legs are about hip width apart. What the ball ends up doing is it allows me to activate the muscles in my hip, specifically the adductor muscles. It helps me work on good alignment with the legs when it comes to the foot, ankle, knee, and the hips. Also gives me a little bit of feedback. Now I can remember with the ball, if it's on a sensitive area within the knee, I can end up moving it. So I can move it a little higher up. And then what I'm going to end up doing is going through a little kicking movement with the knee. So I'm going to straighten the leg out, and I'm going to come back down. Straighten the leg out and come back down. And if the left knee is the one that's knee replaced, what I can end up doing is coming up with the left, switching and coming up with the right, and switching and coming up with the left. Now I'm going to a point where I'm not getting any pain, where I'm really working on my quadricep muscles, and I'm straightening the leg out as much as I can and back down. Now, with me having the wall here, if I'm having a difficult time propping myself up, I can put my hands here. But I find with some people, they have difficulty with their shoulders. So what I can end up doing is I can end up moving back. So my back's up against the wall. I've got the foam roller just above my knees hip width apart. I can put my hands on the foam roller to the side, and then I'm straightening the leg, coming back, straightening the leg, back to the start, straightening the leg, and coming back to the start. So I'm going a nice controlled movement. What I would end up, the sets and reps I would end up starting off with is one set of 5 repetitions on each side. I would progress on to a hold. So I'm holding that end position for 2 seconds and then coming back down. Other side, holding for 2 seconds and coming back down. What you might end up feeling is a hamstring stretch. So I got my quadricep, I can end up feeling a stretch on the opposite side, and that's perfectly normal. Progressing from the hold, I would end up progressing to 10 repetitions, so one set of 10 repetitions, and then I can add 2 or 3 sets of that. So in time, progressing to a set in the morning and a set in the evening. So let me just switch angles so you can end up seeing how the exercise is done from in front. So looking at that setup, bringing my back up against the wall. If I'm not able to bring the hands behind, I've got the ball, keeping the legs about hip width apart. So the foot, ankle, knee, and hip are in alignment. I got light pressure on that ball, working my inner thighs and hip muscles. Now I'm going to straighten that leg out. Just a second hold, alternating back and forth. I can put the hand on the foam roller, or I can put it at the side. It's normal for me to feel a light stretch in the hamstrings. And then I can end up progressing to a longer hold, 2-second hold, going from 5 repetitions on each side to 10 repetitions on each side. So this ends up working really good at strengthening those quadriceps, working on that extension in the knee, so the straightening out of the knee, and then it ends up working really well at dynamically stretching the hamstrings, because the muscles all around that knee end up tightening up in order to protect that knee, and we want to lightly stretch them out so there's less pull and stress and strain on that knee. So there you go. Give that exercise a go. Really remember and see what is the best way for you to get into the exercise. If it's doing the exercise on your bed or working your way to the floor and going through that exercise. And that's about it. Give that a go. I have a couple other videos on different knee replacement exercises that you can do to help overcome your knee replacement pain and get back to a pain-free knee. So this is Rick Caselge from exercisesforinjuries.com. If you're looking for a knee replacement pain relieving program, head on over to kneereplacementhandbook.com. That's a program that I put together that I've used with my clients, and that I put together to help you overcome your knee replacement pain. If you're watching this on YouTube, head up above and subscribe to this channel. What that will mean is you'll end up getting videos like this every couple days. If you end up having another injury or pain, swing by exercisesforinjuries.com, type in your injury in the search box. There's a good chance that I have an article or video on your pain. So there you go. This is Rick Caselge from exercisesforinjuries.com and kneereplacementhandbook.com saying take care and bye-bye.